coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. Boom, 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 boom. I appreciate the support. 33, man, we out here, 33 years of prison stories. We pushing P. We pushing positive energy all day, every day. Can't stop, won't stop. It is a lifestyle. You understand? Not a habit, but a lifestyle. We pushing positive energy. We trying to save these youngins out here. We trying to give them information that they can use. They've been misinformed. We're trying to inform them. You understand? So that they would not make the mistakes, the pitfalls, the speed bumps, and hit all the dead ends that I hit and a lot of other people hit by being uneducated and being uninformed, man. So big love to everybody who support the platform, everybody who like, comment, share, subscribe, man. We have to do that, man, to grow the channel. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. TBP Nation, stand up, man. We out here. Oh, man. I was asked this question recently about, you know, what's the first thing you do when you go to a new institution, right? Well, you know, when you've been locked up for a while, especially if you've been locked up for some years, and you start getting transferred, you start getting moved, going to different prisons and stuff, especially when you done had a couple of battles, you done been, you know, you done been in some fights, you done been in some issues, some situations, some Bethlehem play. First thing you got to do when you go to a new institution is find your foes. You got to find your foes. You got to find out who is your enemy on these institutions. Not necessarily somebody that's on your enemy list. If they was on your enemy list, they should not be on the institution with you. They got you on the enemy list, you should not be there with them. But as we all know in these stories that I done told y'all, that happens anyway. You know what I'm saying? The administration, they mess up too, you know. But you got to find your foes, man. You got to find out, you know, who there that oppose you. And you got to try to get that Bethlehem, man. And the first thing in order of business about getting that is you're going to have to ask, you're going to have to inquire. You may go in the cell with somebody that you don't even know. So if somebody that you don't know, you can't even really ask them because you don't know what they into. You don't know what they got going on. You could ask them, man, who got the knives on here, man? You know what I'm saying? And they may be going running their mouth, and you know somebody else will get wind that you looking for one of them, and you know dudes get paranoid, or dudes that might be on there that you did have situations with, they might get wind of it and think you trying to get something for them. So you could create a situation like that. So it's a touchy subject, man. You got to move, man. It's a certain way that you got to move in prison that really can't be explained. You know what I'm saying? But when you get on a new institution, you gonna be dumb paranoid, man. I mean, I was not, you know, not even knowing if you got somebody on there that this an enemy, because it be situations where you get in a, you know what I'm saying, you just get in a rumble or something, and dude gets separated away from you. He may feel like he ain't never get no get back. Y'all ain't gonna be put on no enemy list, but you might end up on the camp with him. You might end up on the camp with him, and he got a whole clique on the camp. He got a whole rack of dudes that he hang with, that you know, this gonna be with whatever he with. You know what I'm saying? So you coming into this, you may get on there and you don't see nobody you know, or it may not be nobody you know in that block that you move in, and that dude that you got the rumbling with before, he in that block. Now for real, whether you want beef with him or not, or whether you want to let it go or not, that's not even an option, because you don't know what he got going on. You don't know if he really let it go. You don't know. So you got to more or less come on the institution and get into something, because you got to get rid of him. If you can't get out of the block, or you can't get moved out of that block, which is gonna look like some scary type stuff, then you got to confront him. You know what I'm saying? Which he may have let it go, but you bringing it back up, so it's an issue. he may feel embarrassed, like, well, don't nobody on here really know about it. I ain't tripping about it. If you ain't tripping about it, now you can say okay, and then you won't ever know. You could be rocked to sleep. He turn around and say that, and then he like, yeah, old mama came on here, man. Yeah, we got to fight on the other camp, man. Yeah, he got all on me, and then they moved me. So now he on here. He trying to see if we all right. Yeah, I told him we all right, but yeah, I'm gonna get him. See what I'm saying? So you gotta go at him. It's the life, man. That's why I tell y'all it's a wicked life, man. And you can't get no rest. You can't get no peace after you done already had war. After you done already had battles. You can't, because it's continuous. I told you, once you get a beef in prison, you always got beef. You always got beef because you don't know the mindset of the next dude. Win, lose, or draw. You don't know his mindset. He might want some get back. And he might feel like, oh, you gonna go tell somebody, or you may tell your seller, oh yeah, Darren in the park. Yeah, how long he been here? Oh, he been here a couple of years. Oh yeah, what can I do? Oh, he thorough, man. I knocked him out on another camp. See what I'm saying? Stuff like that happens. So they dudes know that, so they don't. It may not nobody be on there who know, and then you putting it out there when he on this camp, he getting respect, he getting, looked at in a certain type of way, and then you here and he worried about you, putting a asterisk on that. He worried about you making people look at him different, so he might want to come get you. So you got to get your hand on that Bethlehem, because you don't know what's coming on that new institution. But then you got to be careful who you get it from. So just like you got to find your foes, you got to find your bros. You got to find somebody that somebody that was cool with you on another institution, somebody that you done had a rapport with, where you could say, hey man, I need one of them things, man. I just got here. I got 2 days ago, man. Give me one of them. Don't you need one of them immediately? You know what I'm saying? Why? Because they already been on the institution, and they already might be established, and they already might got what they need to put some holes in you. And then when they see you, they may come get you. And you're going to have to be able to defend yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you got to try to find your foes, find your bros, and find that Bethlehem when you get on a new institution. If you've been locked up for a minute and you've been going through it, and you've made it through it, yeah, you got to find that, man. You got to get that ASAP. That's what I used to do. You know what I'm saying? And I just used to find somebody that I know, and somebody that I knew, somebody I was cool with. It was my homeboys or something like that. And some of them, I done been on some institutions where I run into my homeboys or something, and I'm just getting on the jump, and they've been on there for a while, so they probably got theirs. And I said, man, let me hold your jump, man, until you can find me somebody to get one from. And they'll let me hold theirs because they know that they ain't got no immediate beef going on, but they just got it. You know what I'm saying? It's best to have it and not use it then to, you know what I'm saying, have it, then don't have it and need to use it. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta keep it somewhere. Man, dudes be having Bethlehem's hid everywhere, man. All over the institution, man. I done found dudes Bethlehem before trying to find a hiding spot to put mines. I found other junks. So I'm like, what? I remember one time, man, I was trying to find this hiding space, and I saw it. I thought it was a good space, and it be real tricky too, because you got to look at the whole block. You got to see who watching you. Man, one thing about prison, bro, you got to move in plain sight of somebody, or you got to move in plain sight of people incognito, if that make any sense. You got to be moving right in front of people, but you got to be moving in a way where they can't really peep what you doing. And that's a hard thing to do, man. And that's what dudes end up mastering in prison. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like being a magician. It's like sleight of hand, because it's always somebody watching you. Dudes act like they at the table like this, paying attention to what they doing, and they like this. They watching you the whole time. You won't never know. So I can remember I was walking around the block trying to be inconspicuous, incognito. And I'm trying to find a spot, and I think I see a spot. I'm like, yeah. So I go and I peel off to the spot, and I try to get where I can, see if I can hide my junk there. So as soon as I get there, when I get in the position, when I think ain't nobody in there, I don't wait until everybody went to chow and all that, but it still be eyes and, peeking in there stuff. Dudes be in their cell acting like they be in their doors like little creepos looking out the door. It be weird stuff going on. So I'm looking at out and survey the block. I'm trying to get this. I get in a spot, so I go to reach to put the joint where I want to put it. And when I go to reach, I feel two more joints. I said, what is this? I pull it down. It's two big jumps. I'm like, good God Almighty, who got this? You know? Oh man, they enemy. Because somebody get hit with this, they going up out of here. So I'm like, boom. And that's crazy too, because that could cause a beef. Because now you don't move somebody else's stuff. Now I put it back, but it may not be in the same position. Dudes know. It's like when I told y'all what happened with me with the phone. I know if somebody done touched my stuff. When I put it somewhere, it's certain way you put it. It's certain. It's just little things you do to know if somebody done been tampering with your stuff. So I know whoever it was, they was gonna know that it's been touched. So if they know it's been touched, they won't. Then it raises the question: who did it? Did the police find it? Is the police watching me in there? They know they're waiting for me to come back and get it, or is somebody in here know it's in there? Somebody know. I mean, all these questions come up. You know what I'm saying? And it can create some paranoia. And then you'll have one of them little peekers. They may peek. And then they be like, "Oh man, I seen Bank go up there, man. You know what I'm saying? Crazy stuff like that be happening, and dudes be trying to find hiding spots everywhere. You understand? Everywhere dudes be trying to find hiding spots. So, you know, but like I say, man, when you first come on a new institution, these things are, they paramount, man, to your survival, man. Is to know who on there who oppose you, know who on there who rock with you, and to be able to get your hand on something to be able to protect yourself from whatever coming at you. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know. You come on the institution, you come straight on the institution with beef. I done went on the institution, man, and went straight in the block. And it was a dude that was next door. I had just got to fighting with him probably less than 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't turned out good for him. You know? And I see him. I seen him on the way going out to the wreck. And I noticed him off the rip. You know what I'm saying? Because my eyes be open when I'm moving around, especially in crowds like that, because dudes come up behind you and give it to you. You know what I'm saying? When you ain't looking. So when we going out for wreck, and as I'm going out to the yard, I see him coming to the yard too. I look right at him. We hit one of these numbers. You know what I'm saying? And I see him, so I got to go straight to him and see what's up. You know what I'm saying? I go to him. I ask him, what's up? I said, man, what's happening, man? He said, what's up? Like, he bucked like he wanted it. You know what I'm saying? So when he bucked, I said, whatever you want to do, champ, what you want to do? He told me, so, man, yeah, that's all right. Don't worry about it. I said, nah, ain't no don't worry about it. What's up? He started walking away, so I'm walking behind him. He like, man, don't be following me, man. What's up? I said, what's up? And I got to get him. I got to get him. And I got him. You know what I'm saying? I got him. I had no choice. I ain't had no choice. He, you know what I'm saying? He done gave me the impression he gonna try to get me. And it won't nothing real serious. It won't nothing no real drag out. I just took off on him. Boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Grab him, take him down to the ground, and we out there tussling, and the police come and get us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in trouble already just getting on here. But at the same time, I got to let it be known this, man, I can't, I can't, you know what I'm saying? Dude, to get you like that, man. They'll get you like that. So a lot of times you're gonna get in trouble, man, or get charges, man, for fighting or whatever it is because, you know what I'm saying, of something that already happened prior or in the past. Or you run into somebody else that, you know what I'm saying, that you had an issue with. And you got to get that out of the way. Especially if they're in close proximity of you. Because if they're on the other side of the yard and they got a fence between you, then you can't, you know what I'm saying, you got to go out your way to go all in another joint to get a dude. Now, it depends on how serious the situation was that y'all had. Now, if it was some Bethlehem play or some big blood, big blood involved, then you got to go over there and get him because you can say, oh, well, he on the other side of the yard. He can't get to me. I ain't worried about it, but whatever. But if you see him and you acknowledge he over there, oh, he can just come on the other side and get you as well. So you could be going out to go to child, go to a visit or something like that, and he could be out there laid and plotting on you. So if it's something that's like that, some big blood been shed, then you got to go address that, man. You ain't got no other choice. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no other choice, man. But if it's something where y'all in the same vicinity, y'all on the same side of that yard, and you know y'all done had physical issues, man, you can't wait on that dude or sleep on that dude and think that dude will let that go. You know what I'm saying? So it's a double-edged sword. He could have really let it go and don't even want no more. He feel like he got enough the first time. And then here you come and you trying to do something else to him. See, that could also make a dude want to kill you. Because like, man, okay, man, you done beat me up. We got the rumble, you done beat me up. And now I'm on a whole nother institution. You try coming at me again. You know, it's too many issues, man. It's prison that got too many issues. That's why you ain't got no, you know what I'm saying? That's why you got to be strong in your mind, man, because it would drive you crazy with the things that you have to go through. The, you know what I'm saying? The ins, the outs, the you know, the just the everyday, you know, stress on you about trying to stay alive. You know what I'm saying? About trying to stay alive. It's just stressful, man. And it's an all-day battle. It's an everyday battle. Once you first start. Once you first start fighting, once you first start picking up that Bethlehem, once you first get into altercations, it's on, man. You never can rest. You never can, you know what I'm saying, you know, get lackadaisical. You never can get comfortable. You know, even if you on the institution and you comfortable, you laid back, you ain't got no issues. Every, you know, enemy that you done had, they ain't around you, you good. Then all of a sudden, boom, they bring one of them in the park. Why you doing good, you in a program, you're doing your routine every day, you got this set, the police don't bother you, you cool with your cell partner, you got a couple of road dogs in the block that you can kick it with, you got your chess partner, you got, you know, you play your poker, and here come a dude that used to be you had an issue with. Heck, I'm a dude that you got the rumbling with before. Heck, I'm a dude that you had some Bethlehem play with before, and they bringing them in the block. Then you got to mess up your whole program. You got to mess up your whole program because if you ask him, hey man, you can't come up in here. He just got there. He probably said, man, I ain't going nowhere, man. You got to move me. Then you got to move him. You see what I'm saying? And then if he say he is going somewhere, then he might say, okay, yeah, all right. Well, look, I can't stay here, officer. You got to take me to the hole. And he might go to the hole, just get on institution because you told me he couldn't stay there. He go to the hole, stay back in the hole for 2 weeks, and say he ain't want to go in that block. And they let him out, put him on the other side of the yard, and it's unbeknownst to you. And then you going outside for wreck, and he done went down to the other side of the yard, and he done got his hands on one of them Bethlehems, and then he coming to get you, and you don't even know it. So you know what I'm saying? I know it's confusing, but that's how it is in prison. That's what I try to tell you. It would drive you crazy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you like the Home Alone dude. You'll go crazy, man. You'll go crazy, and this is why people stay paranoid. This is why dudes come home from prison and you see them be paranoid. This is why when people walk by, they always like, you know, because he paranoid, man. It'll make you be like that, man. And it could be PTSD. I don't know what they call it. It could be anything. I call it just being paranoid because of your environment and just being cautious, man. Trying to stay alive in the penitentiary, and it ain't a given, man. You know what I'm saying? And even if you stay alive, you want to also stay, you know, waterproof. You don't want no holes in. You want to try to stay waterproof too. You don't want no holes in you, man. You don't want nobody be putting no holes in you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, this is ongoing, man. So the first thing I do, man, when I go to an institution, man, like I say, man, I find my foes. You know, keep my eyes open, keep my ears open, find my foes, find my bros, dudes that I'm cool with. Try to get that Bethlehem, man, just to make sure that I'm all right. Until I get that in my hand and give me a good spot to put it at, I ain't gonna feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I've been on institutions where I seen my homeboys or something, and I got one from them until I could get my own. But I gotta feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna keep it in my cell because I'm gonna size my celly up, see what the situation is with him, and I'm gonna know what I can and can't do. You know what I'm saying? If it come down to it, or, you know what's gonna happen in there. I'm gonna know that, but I ain't gonna trust him enough to have it in there because he could get nervous and might tell the people I got it in there, and then I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere taking a big ride up in the mountains for Bethlehem that I ain't even never used. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, yeah. So that's how I do, man. When I get to a new institution, just for me to feel comfortable, man. Especially after being in fights and all since the jail. I fight since the jail days, man. Ain't no telling how many jokers out there don't like me. and I ain't gonna sit around and wait to find out, you know. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, man, I just wanted to run that by y'all, man. When you get on a new institution, man, what's your first order of business? So, you know, y'all let me know what y'all think, man, and hopefully y'all can see that this ain't the life for, you know, for nobody, man. It really ain't. It ain't the life for nobody, man. So hopefully y'all share these videos, especially with a young person, and let them know what type of life he gonna be facing if he want to go up inside these walls, because it ain't nothing to play with, man. Real talk. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, man. Big love. Y'all be easy. And boom, boom, duck them hooks, man. And that way you might be able to duck that penitentiary, man. We out.
The banky special. Yeah, pure deliciousness. Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.